Alaskan native, and a police sergeant, Yuka Mongoyak, has arrested her brother, Jack, for a ceremonial pardon from Captain Lane Pendleton at his Christmas party. Due to lack of actual inmates, Yuka arrested her brother on bogus charges for the pardon ceremony. At the station, Yuka and Jack notice a very bright star. The star starts drifting after they go inside. Captain Pendleton is addressing the cops at the party. Mayor arrives at the party. Everyone starts chanting Jack's name when he enters. Yuka takes Jack to the holding cells and locks him up temporarily. After a very long speech, Pendleton asks Yuka to bring the inmate for the pardon. Yuka goes to the holding cells, but the lights won't turn on. A man has mysteriously appeared in one of the cells. She asks him who he is. He says he wants to be pardoned. Just like she will want to be pardoned. Pendleton walks down, looking for Yuka. She tells him about the mysterious man in the cell. The man tells Pendleton that he came from the North Pole, and there is nothing up there. He is an extreme tourist, he has been everywhere. Pendleton is in disbelief. The man's legal name is a traveler, he also has his own YouTube channel. He tells Pendleton that getting pardoned by him is very high on the bucket list of every extreme tourist. He takes out his phone to shoot, and Yuka grabs it. She looks at the phone, which is a fully transparent model. He says it's a Russian design. Pendleton asks Yuka to release Jack, because he is going to pardon the traveler. But Yuka wants to do a warrant search first, because the phone is not Russian made, which means he is lying. Yuka asks traveler for an ID. They take him upstairs, after checking his ID. Pendleton introduces traveler to everyone at the party. Traveler takes his phone out and starts recording. He takes a selfie with all the cops. Yuka calls up California to confirm the identity of traveler. They have no one by that name. Meanwhile, Pendleton pardons the traveler. Traveler starts giving a speech for his show, saying that North Koreans told Russians that if they ever plan on attacking US, they'll have to go around Captain Pendleton. Yuka calls Air Force Base and asks if there's any AWOL personnel. She finds nothing. She gets up and takes some turkey. Traveler comes to Yuka and says that he knows she doesn't believe him. He asks her to open the present that he brought for her. It's the thing she wants the most. She says she doesn't believe in Christmas. Yuka wakes up Jack and gives him turkey. She asks Jack what he thinks she would want most for Christmas. He says maybe to be one of them. He thinks she doesn't know who she is anymore because she lives in their ways. Meanwhile, Traveler is singing along a karaoke. Yuka tells Pendleton that she found nothing on Traveler. She asks Pendleton to release Jack since he didn't commit any crime. Pendleton plans to pardon 2 people this year. He asks her to go fetch him. Lights go out. Mayor starts telling them that he is going to get the power grid fixed. One of the cops shouts at him to stop talking and actually do something. Pendleton calms them down. The power comes back up. Pendleton announces that he is going to pardon Jack too, tonight. Traveler advises against it. He tells them that they're missing some tools from the snow machine shed. About $1,000 worth. They are in the trunk of Jack's car. Yuka defends him. Pendleton asks one of the officers to go and check Jack's car. Pendleton gets suspicious of Traveler and asks him, how does he know? Traveler says that he knows things about this town, about the people. He starts telling personal details of all the people present there. He says that Mayor has given a construction project to a Russian company instead of one of the guys present there. They all start fighting with each other while the Traveler watches silently. Pendleton breaks the fight and asks everyone to leave since the party is over. Lights go out again. Pendleton asks Traveler how he got in the cell and how does he know all these things. Pendleton radios the cop he sent to Jack's car and they didn't find the tools. Traveler says that he is a special agent, Douglas Hayes, from Anchorage Field Office. He is here to investigate corruption that can threaten the security of USA. Pendleton tells him that he is going back in cell until they confirm with Bureau. Traveler tells Yuka that they'll work together once Pendleton is removed and she replaces him. Pendleton tells Jack that he is pardoned and opens his cell. Jack refuses to leave until he gets a pie. Yuka calls FBI and they tell him that there is no such agent. They go down to see Traveler and notice his antenna on his head. He refuses, saying it's insane. Pendleton asks him to take off the hat. He does, and there are no antennas. Traveler reveals a weakness, which poses a security threat to US. Pendleton says that the information is classified. Traveler reveals that the captain has sold this information to the Russians. Traveler then says that he is Agent Marius Constant from the National Reconnaissance Office. He wants Pendleton to confess. Pendleton says that he is lying. Traveler says that at this point, the Russian Spetsnaz forces are on their way, and his people are going to go intercept them. Pendleton leaves. Traveler tells Yuka that Pendleton doesn't care about this area, this land, or the native people. The cell door opens on its own. He tells her that this is his gift to her, she is going to replace Pendleton. Traveler says that their intelligence said that they would be vulnerable to attack in this place, so they needed Pendleton to take them to the power source of the Air Force early discrimination system for a successful invasion. Yuka runs outside and tries to warn Pendleton. She tries to contact different units. Pendleton ignores all warnings and turns his radio off. Jack asks Traveler to use the magic and open his cell too. He does. Yuka is able to track Pendleton and follows him on road. She arrives at the power grid and points a shotgun at Pendleton. Pendleton says, Traveler lied, there is no Russian invasion. Yuka tries to arrest him. Traveler reveals his true form to Jack. Pendleton and Yuka look up at the sky and see UFOs coming down. The episode ends with Jack grabbing a knife and sharing a piece of pie with the alien. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.